Let the body rest down. Take a few moments, softening, releasing, a sense of letting go. We begin by feeling the back body connect to the yoga mat. So the backs of the heels hip distance, let the feet drop away. If there is pain in the lower back, please bend the legs up, taking pressure off the lumbar spine. If you've kept the legs out long, then come up the legs and notice what parts of the legs connect. The calf muscles spreading, backs of knees lengthening. Reconnection is at backs of thighs, buttocks. Where do you feel? Feel the backs of the legs resting down and softening. Then across the back of the hips and pelvis, balanced or different. Make adjustments if you feel it would help to balance. Come up through the curves of the lower back. And then come up higher and feel where this reconnection, middle back. From middle back up and out to shoulder blades. And notice these feelings, balanced or different, right to left. Come down through the arms, turn the palms up, gesture of openness and receiving. The chin tucks down, the back of the neck is long. We let the weight of the head release. And then scan through your body one more time, making any adjustments you feel necessary. We're aiming to balance physically. And then we give ourselves this still time where we aim to balance the mind, letting it come to rest within. Without all the movement, our breath starts to come back to a gentle, natural rhythm. No expenditure of energy, so everything comes to resting rates. The mind gets the cue to focus inward, to come to stillness. Give yourself these few moments surrendering completely. When you're ready, bring your awareness to the rise and fall of the abdominal region. Abdominal wall rising on the inhale, softening down with the exhale. Abdominal wall rising on the inhale, and softening down with the exhale. Let the breath flow gently. When you feel ready, could you start to gradually lengthen and deepen your breaths? So we bring the breath into the belly, eventually up through the ribs, all the way towards collarbones. The exhale, the belly drops, the ribs and upper chest surrender down. Slowing the breaths in your time, gradually lengthening, gradually deepening. Can we enjoy these few more moments, letting the breaths lengthen and deepen? The last exhalation for you, push out through the heels, flexion of the feet. And then breathing in, we're pointing the toes. Breathing out, we're flexing the feet. In time with your breaths, inhales pointing, exhales flexing. Your timing, your breaths. The next time we breathe in, point the toes and drop the big toes into touch. And then breathe out, feet roll out. Breathe in, toes roll in, touch together. Breathe out, feet roll out. Full circles in time with the breaths. The next time the toes meet together, pause, sip some more breath in. Then continue to sip the breath in. Can we scoop the belly out, try to get the pressure to stay up in the lungs. So we try to get these lungs to expand, the ribs to expand, chin tucks down, and keep trying to breathe and open through the chest. And then breathe out, we let the breath sigh out, the feet drop out. And then breathe in, toes roll in and touch together in the opposite direction. Breathe out, feet roll out. 3 rotations in this opposite direction. Third rotation, bring the toes all the way back into reconnect. Touch them together, and again a deeper breath all the way up through the body. Sipping the breath in, can those ribs expand? Scoop the belly out, chin tucks down. Hold in for as long as you can. And again, when you're ready to breathe out, the breath sighs out, the feet drop out and soften completely. And then exhale, we push the heels out, stretch through the backs of the legs. Breathe in, right leg comes in and reach for the leg. Breathe out, roll forehead up towards the knee. Breathe in, lower the head onto the mat. And breathe out, arms and leg releasing out. Breathe in, left leg comes in, take hold. Exhale, roll forehead up towards the knee. Inhale, lower the head onto the mat. And exhale, arms and leg releasing out. Inhale, right leg in, take an easy hold. Use your core body to roll up, exhale. Inhale, gently lower the head down. Then use the arms, bring the knee to the chest, squeeze it in. Exhale, arms and leg release. Inhale, left leg comes in, reach. Use your core body to roll up, relax arms and shoulders. Then inhale, lower the head down. Use the arms and then squeeze the knee to the chest. Exhale, arms and leg release. Inhale, right leg comes in, gentle hold. Use the core body to roll up. Let go and stay here for a couple more breaths. Keep moving the knee away and try and roll closer to it. And then take a hold of the leg, lower back down. Head comes down last. Then use the arms, bring the knee in closer, squeeze it down and in. Let go of the leg, keep it there, but keep the arms released out. Squeeze the knee down, activate the leg. Then kick that right heel up, stretch the back of the leg and hold around the back of this right leg. The leg presses away into the clasped hands. The heel pushes up, flexion of the foot. Chin tucks down, back of neck long. Keep breathing. The Then slightly bend this leg a little bit more. Push the heel up higher and notice does the stretch change for you. Keep breathing into these feelings. And then the toes turn out, the heel spins in. Keep breathing on the external rotation of the leg. Tilt the little toe side of the foot perhaps higher, change the alignment. Can you find a deeper stretch somewhere? Start to bring the leg across the body towards the left. Left hand outside edge of leg, right thumb into the hip crease. This right buttock presses long. The leg's trying to come back to the right. The left hand won't let it. It's a little bit of resistance work. Not so far that you're falling all the way and not so far that you're pinching on this inner right hip or leg. So adjust it where you need to. Keep breathing. Feeling where this stretch opens for you here today. And then inhale, bring the leg all the way back up. Hold around the back of this right leg. The leg pushing away, stretch. Notice if there any change occurred. And then exhale fully. Could we slide the left leg up, cross the right ankle in front of the left leg. Right hand and leg resist each other. Left foot press into the yoga mat. Keep breathing into this stretch. Exhale fully, picking up the left leg and reach through. And taking this hold, if it's too intense, put the left foot back on the mat. Right hand and leg work against each other. Left foot pressing into the mat or taking the hold. Breathing into this stretch, wherever it is for you. Can we keep our chin down, our shoulders down, ribs down, tailbone long, pelvis balanced. Remember, we take these stretches to where we can. And exhale, we let the left foot drop to the mat, a half happy baby. Reach for this right arch of foot. You're welcome to let the left knee drop away. Right knee coming towards the mat. Foot flexing to the ceiling. You can unhinge the leg. That knee is a hinge joint, open and close. If the hip is pinching and it doesn't like it, hold the foot and let that right knee drop away more. Feel where the stretch might open for you. Keep breathing into this feeling. Finding stretch and opening where you can. What feels right for you, what feels best for you. Remember, these are general classes. You move the body, being care where you need to. Working around those tension points, the tightnesses, never forcing. Make sure there's breath. When you're ready, your right foot meets your left foot in Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees drop away. Notice the feeling through the legs, hips, and what happens for you. One leg, does it feel more open after being stretched differently? And then assist the legs to come up. Slide the legs out long and let them drop away. Soften for a moment. Notice the energy around the legs, the hips, the glutes. What do you feel? A slow, steady breath all the way up through the body. Breathe out, push out through the heels, stretch up the back of the legs. And inhale, the left leg comes in, an easy hold. Use your core body to roll out. Again, let go of the leg and stay here. Move the knee away and keep trying to roll higher to it. And then we take hold of the leg, try and use the core body to roll down. Once the head's on the mat, use the arms, squeeze the knee in, press down. Then release the arms away, the knee squeezing down, keep breathing. And then kick the leg up, hold around the back of the leg. As you take your hold, make sure your shoulders stay relaxed down. An easy enough hold that the shoulders are relaxed, the chin isn't jutting. The leg can press away from you, the heel pushes up to the ceiling. So it's an active left leg, it's not just getting pulled in, you're actually pushing it away from you, trying to lengthen it up and away. Keep breathing into this feeling. Then bend the leg just slightly, feel the difference in the stretch now. The heel pushing up, make sure that left buttock, you feel it pressing into the yoga mat. That change by the bend of the leg, notice where the stretch changes for you. And again, you might be more bent, noticing where that is, responding to where you're tight. And then start to turn the leg out, toes out in an external rotation. And again, keep breathing into this feeling. Then bring the right hand outside to the leg, left thumb down into the hip crease. Let the leg start to come across the body towards your right. Again, not so much that you fall to the right, and not so much that there's a pinching on that inner left leg. So notice where you can bring the stretch to. This left thumb anchors this hip and buttock down, helping to stabilize you. Now this left leg's trying to come back to the left. The right hand won't let it. Keep breathing. Exhale fully, bring the leg all the way back up to center. Hold the leg. Notice, is there any change to the stretch? Exhale fully, bend that right leg up. Bring this left ankle down in front of the right. Left hand and leg press against each other. Right foot press into the yoga mat. Is there balance in the pelvis? Breathing into your stretch. And then if the stretch is easy enough, pick up this right leg and take a hold around the shin or thigh. So if the stretch is too intense, put the right foot back down on the mat. Left hand and leg work against each other. So breathing into this stretch wherever it is for you. Exhale fully. Can we let this right foot drop to the mat? Half happy baby on this left side. Reach for the arch of the foot. Knee bending down wide. Right knee dropping away in a half Supta Baddha Konasana, helping to keep the pelvis balanced. So now this left leg, you're welcome to keep it bent. Straighten and bend, unhinging the knee joint. If the hip doesn't like the stretch, hold the left foot in close to the pelvis and let the knee wing away so it's more opening through the hip. So again, we just find the stretch that feels best for us. Breathing into wherever that is for you, holding static, moving, mobilizing. Where's the stretch? Conscious breaths into whatever you're feeling. And then when you're ready, bringing this left foot to meet your right foot, both legs in Supta Baddha Konasana. We've done even stretches now on both legs. Does it feel more balanced around the hips, pelvis, legs? Give yourself a moment. You can take the arms back behind you, reach for the elbows. As we breathe in, stretch, feet press together, push down, push long, elbows pull long. Exhale as we soften. Keep it going. And last exhale for you, and let the legs come out long. Once you do, bring both legs across to your right. Lift your upper body across to your right, creating a banana-like shape. You're welcome to cross left ankle over right ankle. But even if you do, please keep your left thigh down, the hip, the buttock, the waist, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder and arms. Really feel some length down this left side of the body. Breathe into this feeling. And exhale fully. The legs come back to center, then the upper body. Second side, legs across to your left, upper body across to your left. And again, you're welcome to cross right ankle over left. Again, we want to try and keep the right thigh down, the hip, the waist, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder, the arm, as much as we can. Breathe in along that right side body, opening it up. And then exhale fully. Legs back to center, then the upper body. Take the arms along, stretch them. Bring them down around beside you and just give yourself a moment releasing onto the yoga mat. Palms turn up, feet drop away, soften completely. Enjoy this feeling of completely surrendering. Just let your back body rest into the mat, let go. Nothing to do but soften. Nothing to do but turn our focus inward and feel the body surrendering. Balanced or different, what do we notice? When you feel ready, we're bending the legs up. Bring the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the legs, hug them in. Rock the body side to side, massage across your back. Then bring the hands to cup over the knees, fingers point down to the toes. Big toes touch, take the knees wide, circle the legs around, wide circles, full rotations. And then opposite direction in your time. And can you feel the outer edge of the hips being more massaged as they roll, rather than just side to side, the rocking, the rolling motion? Do you feel the outer edge of the hips receiving more of that massage, that lower back area? And again, when you're ready, simply hug the knees in. Squeeze them down onto the chest, full exhalation. Hold the breath out for as long as you can. When you are ready to breathe in, forehead to knees. If your knees are trying to push away, arms resist, hold them in. Then let the knees move long, hold on to knees or shins, let them move away. Let go and stay here. Lift your feet up to knee height. Try and bring the forehead to touch the knees. Keep breathing. And then bring those knees in once more. Lower the head down. And this time let the head rock side to side. Massaging, mobilizing the head, the neck side to side. Slow it down and put a little bit of pressure on the head as you roll side to side. And you might feel more of a massage feeling. So just gently, we're not forcing, but a little bit of pressure and keeping the chin tucked as we gently roll the head side to side. And notice if you feel it's more of a gentle, like a massage feeling. Feels quite nice. Or it can do, depending how tight or how much pressure you're putting on. Just a few more moments. And then when you're ready, the head comes to center. Soften. Notice if you're tensing in the shoulders, let them relax. Chin tucks. Just a moment hugging these knees in. So it's a passive stretch around the glutes, the lower back passively lengthen as we hug the knees in. When you're ready, simply let the arms release, roll to your right. Come up on our hands and knees into your 4-point position. So we keep shoulders above wrists, hips above knees, dipping of the spine, inhale, rolling of the back, exhale. Each movement starting at the tailbone, finishing at the crown of the head. Next time you're looking at your navel, stay there. Once you're back there, shoulders broader, chin in deeper. A sense of pulling the knees forward towards the hands press down actively or broaden across your upper back. Chin in deeper, back of neck longer. Some slower breaths across the upper back. Next exhale, lift the navel to the spine, hold the breath out for as long as you're comfortable to do. Tuck your toes under, take the buttocks back to the heels. If it's too intense on the feet, ease up and down as many times as you need to. Stretching back to where you can, arms slide long, give yourself this moment. And then let the toes point out, take the buttocks back to the heels, arms beside the feet, palms turn up, chin tucks in and up, back of neck long. Give yourself these few moments softening. Press down through the shins, firm the lower belly, roll the back up, vertebra by vertebra, chin tucked all the way. The head will come up last, back of the mat. Once you're there, sweep your arms up, reach up, look up if it's easy. Hands forward onto the mat, shoulder distance, and slide the arms long. Glide your chest along the mat, cobra up dog, push down to arch up, roll the shoulders back, legs active. Lower the chest down and both legs off the mat, straight. Feel you're being dragged back by the ankles, hands drag back, chest projects long, seal your shoulders back. Lower the legs down and then arch the chest up again to where you can. Downward facing dog, tuck or roll over those feet and take the buttocks up. Unlock knees, unlock your elbows. Walk the legs out on the spot with your bending, straightening. Hips side to side, shoulders, neck mobilizing. Find the stretch that works for you. And then keep breathing into your posture. Again, unlock knees, unlock elbows, and hold steady when you're ready. Some slower, deeper breaths in your time. Is there balance through the body? What do you feel? So foundations, fingertips, middle knuckle, back of hand. Make sure you're not collapsing at the back of the wrists. Down into the feet, are they pressing evenly? Inner, outer edges. Press your feet into the yoga mat. Feel the front thighs lift, the kneecaps lift and center. Unlock knees if you've hyperextended. Lengthening our entire back body. Exhale fully, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Hold on to your elbows and hang down in your forward bend. Bend the legs, ribs on thighs as close as you can be. Let the elbows pull long, let your head surrender, let it go heavy. And again, start to straighten and bend the legs. Swing the hips side to side, swing your body around the legs. Mobilize as freely as you can. Hold it to a point if you've got a sore or tight spot. And then when you're ready, come back to that stillness on your legs. Let the arms drop. Lift the head and chest, be on your fingertips, the body length in front. And then bring your right leg around behind the left, bringing little toe side of feet towards each other. Now if you're incredibly tight, your legs are going to be bowing out and bending. So if so, I want that right foot to move back diagonally and push away. You want to be able to keep the inside edge of the feet active. Pressing the front half of the feet as well, so the knees aren't bowing and bending away. You're not rolling off the inside edge of feet. You've got to be able to keep them active. Now the body to that front left leg as close as you can get into your stretch. Keep breathing into this feeling. Are you feeling it up around the outer edge of the legs, back of legs? What's here for you? Lift the head and chest, inhale, put the right foot back where it began. Now the left foot around the outside edge of the right, little toe side of the feet towards each other. Again, if you're incredibly tight, you're going to start, the legs will be bowing and the big toe and inner edge of feet will be off the mat. So then step that left foot out further, diagonally behind you. You want to have momentum from your foundations, being able to push down and then bring the front body to that front right leg as much as you can. Keep breathing into this feeling, stretching and lengthening. Exhale fully, head and chest lift. Bring that left foot hip distance apart. Hold on to the elbows again and surrender into your forward fold. Is there any change through the legs? What do you notice? What do you feel? And then let the arms drop. Sweep wide, come all the way up to stand. Clasp your hands. Turn your palms up. Arch the chest up, look up if it's easy. Careful of your lower back and neck as you stretch your front body. We come to neutral, and once you've got your focus, neutral spine, heels come up off the mat. And if you're on spongy mats and carpet, it makes it a little bit more difficult. 3 breaths. Third breath, we bring the heels down. Keep the spine neutral, lean the arms to your right, hips to your left. 3 more breaths. Keep the feet weighted evenly, again, not rolling inner and outer edges. Third breath up to center, second side. Arms left, hips right. 3 more breaths. Again, keep your foundations balanced. Front ribs in, make sure you're not falling in your back. Third breath up to center. Arch the chest up again, stretch. Wide hands onto the hips, close the eyes and take a moment to be still. So toes to heels, are we balanced? Inner outer edges of the feet, is there balance? Up through the legs, heels to hips, is there balance? So we don't want a posterior tilt or an anterior tilt, neutral pelvis. If you want to feel front hips to pubic bone, that they're on the same plane, feel that you've got your neutral pelvis, not tilted under or anterior. So notice that alignment. Hands on hips again, feel your balance. Neutral curves through the back. We haven't slumped, we haven't overextended, we're not flattening the curves. How does that feel for you? Then a little bit of a tuck of the chin until you feel the muscles in the back of the neck switch on, and then slow the breath down. Relax the shoulders down into your body. Keep your focus, eyes closed, focusing within. Now we're coming into the balance vrikshasana. Bring your right foot around, open the eyes. Place the foot up inside edge of that left calf, above the knee, so reach the ankle if it's easy, and onto the inner thigh. Hands on hips, are they balanced as we work that right knee wide? Hands at heart center or wide arms, and keep breathing. Tongue in the mouth soft, shoulders relaxed down. And then if you want to challenge yourself, look up or forward if you're looking down, or even close the eyes. Start to notice how much impact our visual has on our balance. If you fall out, simply open the eyes and come back in. Hands on the hips, bring the right knee around in front, lift the leg, flex the foot. Don't let the bottom fall forward. Keep the glute back, keep the strength, spine neutral. And then as slow as you can, lower that right foot down onto the mat in line with the hips, so it just comes down hip distance. Shift the weight to it, bring the left foot up, inside edge of the right calf, or lift higher above the knee and place the foot inner right thigh. Hands on hips, are they balanced? Wide arms will help if you're wobbly. Looking down will help. If it's easy, hands at heart. If you want to challenge the balance, look up or forward rather than down, or close your eyes. And again, notice second side, how much impact the visual has on our balance. Where is it for you today? Hydration has an impact on our balance. Any cold or flu symptoms, any ears, our stability, our foundations, are they balanced? Inner, outer edges, are we stable? Are we able to hold that foundation? One foot's come up, everything's on that one right foot. Open the eyes if you closed, hands on hips, left knee in front. We lift the leg to where we can, the buttock doesn't fall forward, so we can maintain our stability, our posture. Push down to lift up. And then slowly, that left foot's coming down in line with the hip. Glance down once you place the foot down. Are they hip distance apart? Are you balanced? And then bring the head up to neutral. Wide arms sweep up and touch. Wide to the mat. Let backs of hands drop beside the feet. Head heavy. Surrender onto those legs and feel your entire back body stretching. So bend the legs more, and if it's too intense, rest the arms up above the knees. Push the bottom out further. Keep breathing, slow, steady breaths. And then when you're ready, lift your head and chest, walk the hands out in front, all the way to your down dog. Unlock knees, unlock elbows. As soon as you're ready, right leg's going up, straight up. And then bring the knee to the nose, shoulders above wrist, round the upper back, make it as strong as you can. Then step the right foot down, inside edge of right hand, left knee down a point. The arms come up, reach up to the ceiling. Hands under the hips when you're ready, balance off. Push back from right foot, keep the right glute back, left hip and thigh coming through. Gaze up if it's easy. Arms up when you're ready. 3 more breaths, slow and steady. Third exhale for you, the arms come wide and down. Pull the front toes up, dig the heel in, extend the right sit bone up and back behind you. Lift the chest higher if you've got blocks and you need them. Put the hands on blocks if you need more height. Bend the leg more if you need, so the buttock extends up, not getting pulled under. We don't want the roundness through the lower back, we want extension. Keep breathing. Chin tucked in, back of neck long. No hyperextension on this right knee, don't let it lock out. Keep breathing into this feeling, slow the breath where you can. And then let's mobilize it. Bring the foot down. As you exhale, sink in as deep as you can through the pelvis. Pull the toes up again, inhale, push back long. Exhale as deep as you can. Inhale, we move, the foot comes down. Sink in as deep as you can on the exhale. Inhale, you move, pull back. On the exhale, take it deep. A few more, working into it where we can, in time with your breath. The next time you're pulling up on the toes, stay back with the sit bone, stretch it long. Walk both hands to the left corner in front of you. Tilt the sit bone and the buttock out to the right corner behind you. Feel the change in the stretch. Does it come more outer leg, under leg, inner leg? Just changing the angle, keep breathing. Now lift your head and chest, careful on that left knee. If you need to lift it, but swing that left foot out, parallel now to the outer edge or the back end of the mat. Right foot comes down and right forearm rests on the leg. Left arm up and over, and working into your kneeling lunge. Opening through those hips and legs to where you can. Press away from this right foot as you lunge into it. And then exhale, left arm sweeps down. Again, careful on that back knee. Lift it and swivel as best you can. Come up on the ball of the back foot, twisted lunge. Left wrist under shoulder, right arm up. Twist up, look up. Long arm beside the ear if it's easy. 3 more breaths. Third breath, circle the arm down and we step back to down dog, taking the buttocks up, stretch it out. Walk it out on the spot if you need to, bend and straighten. Unlock knees, unlock elbows. Keep breathing. So our downward facing dog, deep stretch through our entire back body. It's a forward fold, our focus turning inward. What do you feel? It's a half inversion, internal organs turned upside down. So many benefits in this posture. And then next inhale, that left leg's going up, lift it high, keep the hips balanced. Knee to nose, shoulders above wrist, round the back. Make it strong, and then step left foot down, right knee down, low lunge. Arms coming up, reaching up. Hands onto the hips as you exhale and balance up. Gazing up if it's easy on the neck, and if not, keep the head centered. Looking down if you're tired or wobbly. Take the arms up if it's easy and breathing into your lunge. Where's that for you today? Slow the breaths. And then last exhale for you, the hands come down. Pull the front toes up, dig the heel in and stretch the buttock away. Up onto fingertips if you need more height. Use blocks if you've got them. Unlock this left knee, don't let it lock out. Lower back extending if you find you're rounding. Bend the leg more, lift your higher up through the chest. So protect that lumbar spine as you want the length up the back of this left leg. Remember the neck is a part of the spine, so try not to hang the head. Protect those vulnerable areas, our lower back and our neck, where we need to. Is there breath in the feeling of your stretch? And then exhale, we're going to immobilize it, let the foot come down, sink in deep, bring the pelvis forward. We move on the inhale, pull the toes up, stretch back long and stay there as you exhale. Again, the foot comes down, inhale, come in nice and deep as you exhale. Inhale, toes pull up, stretch it back long, full exhalation. Keep it going, your timing, your breaths. Now the next time you've got your toes pulled up, stay there, stretch back long. Again, adjust it, make the subtle changes you need to. Head and chest lift and walk both hands across to this right corner diagonally in front. Tilt the sit bone out to that left corner behind you. Stretch and lengthen. And again, feel the different angle, up under the leg, inner leg, outer leg, where do you notice? We're lifting the head and chest, careful on that back knee. Can you swivel on that right knee so the foot comes out, the shin parallel to the back end of the mat? Left foot down and forward, rest the forearm on the thigh, right arm up and over in a kneeling side lunge. Opening through these inner legs, through the hips and pelvis, lengthening where you can. Keep the pressure on the foundation. And again, careful as you transition with the knees. This right hand comes down, either lift or spin around so you're the ball of that right foot. Right wrist under shoulder, twisted lunge, left arm goes up, look up to it. Long arm beside the ear if it's easy for you. 3 more breaths. Third exhale for you, circle the arm down. We step back to down dog, take the buttocks up. Slow, steady breaths in and out. Unlock knees, unlock elbows. Exhale fully. Can we walk our hands all the way back to our feet again? Hold on to the elbows, surrender into our forward fold. The arms drop, sweep wide, come all the way up to stand. Arms shoulder distance, palms turned in. Sit into those legs, Utkatasana. Extend the sit bone back. Nothing else changes. We haven't arched, we haven't tucked, we just literally bent the legs and sat back into them, strengthening through them. 3 more breaths. Third breath, surrender, hands to the mat again, buttocks to the ceiling. Let your whole body fold down onto those front legs. And then wide arms and all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn the palms up and arch, and then hands under the hips, neutral spine. Give yourself a moment, stand tall, close the eyes. And just making sure there's space behind you because we're going to extend a leg out behind us, so step forward onto your mat, more to middle mat if you need. When you're ready, open the eyes, focus on a spot on the floor. A slight bend on the knees, start to tilt the pelvis out behind you. The weight shift comes to the left foot, right toe tip tap the floor behind you. Then as the right leg lifts, the chest comes down like a pendulum or a seesaw and we come to be balanced. And then Virabhadrasana 3, wide arms if you're stable, in front if you're strong, but if you've got any lower back issues, keep the arms wide. You could keep hands on hips or at heart center. So we stabilize on this left foot all the way up to this left glute, strengthening and holding as we balance. Bend that left leg up and down a few times, stabilize and balance, feeling it. And then last one, push down, hands to hips, come all the way up to stand and lower that right foot down. Notice, can we keep our stability and balance? Inhale. Subtle bend on the legs, tilt the pelvis out. Weight shifts to the right foot, left toe tip behind you. Keep your balance. As the leg lifts, the chest comes down, Virabhadrasana 3. Wide arms will give you aeroplane wings. In front if you're stronger. Again, any lower back issues, don't take the arms long, it's extra weight on the back. Keep hands on hips or even at heart center. And just start to bend and straighten this right leg a little. Notice the feeling. Can you keep your stability? Can you keep your balance? And then you've got to push down, drive down to push up, lift the body up. The left foot comes down beside the right. Wide arms and up, reach to the ceiling. Backs of hands beside the feet. Let your upper body surrender to your legs, softening. Lift your head and chest, hands walk forward, feet back, and find your downward dog. Unlock knees, unlock elbows. Some slower, steady breaths. And then last exhale for you, come down onto the knees. Cross the ankles or swing the legs to the side. Come through to sit best way you can. We're bringing the legs into a long diamond shape. Let the knees drop away, soles of feet together. And let your upper body surrender in. Roll your head in, tuck your chin in, and even prop the head if the neck is sore. Shoulders broad across the upper back, length from tailbone to crown of head. If there's pulling at the lower back, don't go so deep. If you're falling back, roll your mat up or grab a cushion or something to sit on and tilt the pelvis. Slow the breath and let yourself have these few moments, softening, releasing. Protect the body where you need to. Soften where you can. Keep breathing into these feelings of letting go. You might like to give the feet a bit of a massage and a rub while you're here if they're sore. And then exhale fully. We're rolling up on inhalation. Vertebra by vertebra, chin tucks in and we roll the back up. Hold against these knees or shins once you're eventually up. Pull against the arms so there's some resistance. Tilt the right ear down, left ear up, and keep breathing. And then inhale, the head centers, second side. Left ear down, right ear up. And again, keep breathing. Inhale, the head centers, bring the chin around to your right shoulder, tuck it down and in. And then roll the chin down to center chest. And the chin presses in and up to back of neck. Inhale, lift the head to neutral. Second side, bring the chin around to the left. Tuck down and in. Roll the chin to center chest. Chin tucks in and up. Inhale the head up to neutral. Bring the face around to the right. Bring the arms around to the right. Gentle twist looking back. So bring the body around, the chest, the shoulder, the face looking back to where you can. Then exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Inhale, face forward, unwind and second side, all the way around to your left. Bring the belly, the chest, the shoulder, careful with the neck as you rotate. And exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Inhale, face forward, unwind. Can we pick the legs up and balance on our sit bones, our buttocks into Navasana? So tippy toes on the floor. We don't want to be rolling out onto the back of our buttocks. Make sure you're staying forward. Could you lift your feet off the mat? If it's easy, lift the feet to knee height. If you're really easy in it, legs up straight and higher. Let go of the legs. Keep the front ribs down towards front hips so you're not arching and hinging into the back. Keep breathing into Navasana. Try and drishti through the big toes if it's easy. Focusing, breathing. Then hold under the backs of the legs, bring them down, slide them out long. Make sure there's plenty of mat behind you. Roll your back down. Any back issues, support yourself as you roll down, all the way to the mat. Palms turn up, feet drop away. Close the eyes and be completely still. Make any last minute adjustments you feel necessary to balance, and then simply let go. Any pain in the lower back, bend the legs up, readjust, and then let yourself be here, completely surrendering, completely softening. Bring slow, steady breaths all the way up through your body, and slow, steady breaths out. Let the breath flow freely, slower and deeper if you could. Next exhale, take your awareness all the way down through your legs, down through your feet. Let them drop away. Notice the feeling through the feet as they drop out, balanced or different. Drop the awareness into the backs of the heels. Let the feet be heavy. Feel them dropping into the backs of your heels. From the backs of the heels, breathe in, slide awareness up backs of legs to buttocks. Breathe out, soften. What parts of your legs rest into the mat? Calf muscles, backs of knees lift, reconnection, backs of thighs, buttocks, where do you feel? Across the hips and pelvis, balanced or different. Awareness to the tailbone. Breathing in, slide your awareness up the spine to the top of the neck. Breathe out, soften. Feel the muscles on each side of the spine soften and spread. The weight of the shoulder blades are heavy. Chin ducks down, back of neck long. And let go. The weight of the head release down, completely soften. mind has wandered, can you bring it back to breath? Can you start to lengthen and deepen those breaths? As your breaths deepen, rub thumbs and fingers and wriggle toes. Opening, closing hands and flexing feet back and forth. Circle joints, ankles and wrists, full rotations. And then opposite direction in your time. Stretch the arms up and over, reach out long. And sigh and soften. Twice more, stretching out. Last stretch for you, and then bend the legs up, roll to your right, give yourself a moment there. Coming up to sit when you're ready. Just give yourself a moment. If you're falling out through the back, roll the mat up or sit up on a cushion. Trying to sit neutral, not falling away. Trying to let the knees drop lower than the hips. So we're going to do a mudra, Hakini mudra. You're going to bring all your fingertips and thumb tips to touch and just making it like a ball-like shape between the hands so they're not together, just separated. Let the hands rest in front of like the navel center region. Close the eyes, tuck the chin in and breathe gently. So we're balancing the mind and the body. It's said to balance and stabilize the lower chakras through the body, balancing us out. It's a good brain and body connection. Just let yourself breathe, notice any feelings, any sensations. Next inhale for you, wide arms sweep up. Connect the hands together and touch to the forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips. As we move through life, we have kind words. Bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion and we have kindness. Namaste. Fold the body, stretch long, surrender forward. Be still or rock it out, however you wish to finish. And then when you're ready, roll it up and finishing in your time.